Hi everyone, I'm Risa with the County of San Diego Hazardous Materials Division. I am an environmental health specialist and we inspect businesses that store or handle reportable amounts of hazardous materials, hazardous waste, and medical waste in the county to protect the environment and public health. Today, we're actually going to be teaching you some fun science experiments that you do right at home. Be sure to always wear your PPE, your personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves. Okay, well, let's get this poppin'.
All right, so now we're going to talk about something you guys are probably a little bit familiar with. It's called dry ice. So for those of you that know, dry ice is called dry because it's never wet. Whereas water transitions from state of matter to state of matter. It goes from maybe ice to liquid to vapor gas. Dry ice is really cool. It's a little different. It goes right from a solid to a gas because it's so cold. It's minus 109 degrees Fahrenheit, which I can actually check out on my thermal camera right here. So this is my dry ice I'm about to show you. It says minus over 100 degrees. So right now I can take you and show you my camera. That's just a photo of some dry ice. It gives me a temperature. I got a whole bunch of different things I can check with that camera. All right, so when I grab it with my tongs, these tongs are gonna start to make a noise. It's because they're getting super cold. Can you hear that noise? That's actually that metal is contracting. It's so cold. So I'm gonna set that dry ice right there, and you're just gonna see it. It's not gonna make a puddle like a normal ice cube. One of the fun things we can do with dry ice is we can actually make dry ice bubbles. So if you've never seen a bubble bounce, we're gonna do that today. If you're gonna do this at home, you would need some supplies either from Steve Spangler Science or Educational Innovations potentially. But those are some options. We make a soapy solution with these right here. Dawn dish soap, little glycerin, and some water. And then if you have the gloves and a place to make carbon dioxide bubbles, we can make some bubbles for you here today. All right, the reason that I'm telling you about this is because carbon dioxide can be dangerous. What it does is it can evaporate at this normal room temperature. Out here it's about 70 degrees right now, maybe a little less. So this is all gonna evaporate and make a vapor. If you put this in a closed room, what it would do, it would displace all the oxygen until you couldn't breathe anymore. So dry ice is not only super cold, but it can displace oxygen for you. All right, what I'm gonna do right now is my assistant here, Risa, is gonna help show you how to bounce a bubble. So I got gloves on to protect my hands from that really cold dry ice. I'm going to put it in a water solution here, a little bit of warm water. It's going to make some carbon dioxide vapors. I'm going to take those vapors and make some bubbles. Control it. And here we go. Good job, pretty good bouncing bubbles outside. Sometimes I'm making so much vapor, that bubble bursts right away. So carbon dioxide is interesting, it's a little heavier than air. And so these bubbles, they don't float all around, they go right down towards the ground unless she bounces them or catches them. Good job, Risa. I think the most bubble bounces I got someone was 31. Sometimes we get to go out to the schools and show you guys this in person. You get to participate in some of our outreach events. Very good. So this thing will go right down towards the ground when that bubble is formed, like a rock. All right, so normal bubbles, you're used to them just not being able to stay in bubble form when your hand touches them. So a bubble's worst enemies, dirt and grime, anything that pokes that bubble. So these gloves, what they can do is they can help make a better surface for that so they don't pop right away. All right. So this is something over time you can work your solution. You can make your bubble a little more bouncy by adding the right amount of glycerin and dish soap. Thanks, Risa. Thanks, everyone.